You know it's Wednesday, Wisdom Wednesday with MPK.
Greetings and welcome to episode 52 of Wisdom Wednesday with MPK. I'm Dawn, DawnieRobinBobbin.com if you want to find me on the internet. And since it's such a momentous occasion, this 1 year of Wisdom Wednesdays, I thought it would be fun to dive back into history and share with you a little nugget I wrote years ago called Get a Life. Now, Get a Life was found on our Cling album, and Mama of Mama and the Preacher's Kids, MPK fame, wrote on this box of albums in the future. She called it the dreaded Cling box. Do not touch on pain of death by band manager. She was not proud of this one, but I still think this is part of MPK's history, Cling. And it was what it was. It was recorded as a live budget project. So therefore, it isn't the highest quality on the planet, but it has a lot of fun and a lot of love. So here I present to you, Get a Life.
Until you are blue. How sad, too bad, get a life. Maybe I should have been a plumber, or maybe I could have been a drummer, or maybe it would have been a bummer. Jesus has a plan, understand, get a life. Or maybe I should have been a lawyer, I could have put a fancy painting in my foyer, I would have probably ended up an employer. There's a plan for you, it is true, get a life. Never know when time's through for you. What are you going to do? Spin in circles until you are blue. How sad, too bad, get a life. When it's over, will you hear those sweet words loud and clear? Well done, a good and faithful servant, well done. When your time is done, and you shoulda, coulda, woulda have done, and you look back with excuses and regret, don't panic yet. For God has a plan for your life. Don't whine from all your hassle and strife. Understand that Jesus is in control. Lay your wasted years at his feet. Take up your cross and hit the street. Redeem the time, for the days are evil. Yeah, yeah. Never know when time's through for you. What are you going to do? Spin in circles until you are blue. How sad, too bad, get a life. Never know when time's through for you. What are you going to do? Spin in circles until you are blue. How sad, too bad, get a life. Get hope, don't mope, get his love, yeah.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that little blast from the past. I wrote that song, Get a Life, on September 24th, 2004. I had a lot of little people. Noah was 10, Judah was 6, Ezra, he was 4, and Miss Ella, she was 2 years old when I wrote that, all those years ago. And I was thinking about redeeming the time because the days are evil back then. And in Ephesians chapter 5:15, it says, "See then that you walk circumspectly, or carefully, not as fools, but as wise. Verse 16, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Verse 17, therefore do not be unwise, but understand what the will of the Lord is. Verse 18, and do not be drunk with wine, which is dissipation, but be filled with the Spirit, speaking to one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord, giving thanks always for all things to God the Father in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. And time is running out. We need to be about His business. And I look at this song and I think, true that. 52 weeks in a year. How did all these years go by? And yet they do. They never stop. So I hope you spend the next month being circumspect, thinking about the path your feet take, thinking about the time, the way you spend your time, and then redeeming the time because the days are evil. Well, that's all the time we have for today. God bless you. And as you gear up, we're now in the Advent season. Spend time with Jesus. Take time to think about First Advent. Jesus came, but now start focusing on Second Advent. Jesus is going to come again. He's going to return. And as we near His return, we're preparing. We're preparing. How? By doing His will. Understanding what the will of the Lord is. Walk in wisdom. That's that section in Ephesians chapter 5, 15 through 20. God bless you. Have the best week. Bye.
You know it's Wednesday, Wisdom Wednesday.